Let's separate ourselves and become that dynasty that this organization is building.
We're trying to make this thing something that people will never forget.
Whenever we step on that field, you will know stagnation.
It's about continuing to build a legacy on and off the field.
We're going to give them an opportunity to work in there. They're going to help teach them while we're trying to teach them at the same time.
The Chiefs can't strengthen their grip on a quest to win a 7th consecutive AFC West championship if they can beat the Chargers this week. Hi, everybody. I'm Mitch Holthus, voice of the Chiefs, and we'll get you ready for this division rematch like no other show can. We'll be under the helmet with Chiefs rookie running back Isaiah Pacheco coming off his career game so far. Mic'd up, an historic day for defensive end Carlos Dunlap. On Kingdom Conversations, Matt McMullen will join me on the odd year the Chargers have had so far, but why they are dangerous in this game. And on a special feature, we'll look at the 1st Infantry Division, the Big Red One of the most powerful and historic divisions in the entire world that just happens to be at Fort Riley, Kansas. But first, it was a salute to service victory over the Jaguars. Let's take a look back on our Chiefs game day recap. A cold noon start here for this Kansas City Chiefs Jacksonville Jaguar game, but the sun is shining.
I gotta feel that energy. Every time we on this field, we dominate. Let's go make some plays.
First down and goal to go at the 6. 3:42 to go, first quarter, no score. They fake a jet action. Mahomes wants to throw the ball, slings it wide open right side. Kadarius Toney walks the tightrope, hopping into the end zone. Touchdown! Is it football or gymnastics? Kadarius Toney lands it for a gold medal and his first National Football League touchdown. 3rd down and 7 for the Jags. Right hash trailing 7-0. Chiefs are blitzing again. They come on big time pressure. Carlos Dunlap comes in for the sack. That is sack number 100 for the 13-year veteran. 7-0 Kansas City. 2nd down and 1 at the Jaguar 18-yard line. Pacheco stays in, hands on his knees. They fake to him this time, does Mahomes. Steps up into the pocket, fires for the end zone. Wide open, touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Wait, no, I can see him about to go wide open.
14-0. 1st and 10 at the Jacksonville 13-yard line. McKinnon halfback left, sprints to the near flat. Mahomes will fire for the end zone. Caught, near side, touchdown! Kansas City, Noah Gray. Lawrence takes the snap this time. Pocket breaks down. Chris Jones has him and just bear hugs him to the ground. Chris Jones is eaten today and the 5th Kansas City sack of the game. Pump faking is Mahomes. Now throwing right boundary, and the catch is made by Toney at the Jaguar 5-yard line. 21-yard reception by Kadarius Toney. Now Mahomes fires Kelsey. Quick touchdown! Kansas City! A 4th touchdown pass. This time to Kelsey. 27-17. Pressure by Jacksonville. A fade pass coming to the near side. Valdez-Scantling. They're going to say a catch at the 49-yard line. And the Chiefs can go to the kneel down. 27-17 over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Chiefs are 7-2 on the season. Coming up on Hy-Vee Chiefs Insider, Isaiah Pacheco is showing why he was one of the best 7th-round picks in the entire 2022 draft. And we will go to nearby Fort Riley, Kansas for a special feature. Chiefs Insider is brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. And your Midwest Ford dealers, the official car and truck of the Kansas City Chiefs. A cold noon start here for this Kansas City Chiefs Jacksonville Jaguar game, but the sun is shining.
Hey, what up? What up? Ooh. Hey, man. That is a fly suit. That is fly.
Yeah.
Woo. What up?
That's my son, MJ.
What up, what up?
What's up, big guy?
You doing all right?
Come on, let's go.
Let's go, Carlos. Let's go. We already know.
November is the month of pretenders and contenders, man. Let's separate ourselves. Separate yourself individually and as a group. Let's have some fun. Let's compete and let's dominate. Dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Be ready for, yeah. Let's
Isaiah Pacheco set back to take this kick from Riley Patterson. And now they're going to an onside kick at the Jags onside kick, and looks like they have the football.
Let's go. Baby Gator. Yeah. Have a day. Stay healthy. Yeah, my dog. Let's go.
Second down and 7 for the Jaguars. Play action fake. Chiefs are blitzing. Lawrence is in trouble. Spins off a hit. Now he's ankle tackled from behind by Leo Chanel.
Yeah, Leo. Hey, that's like a scary movie.
Third down and 7 for the Jags. Right hash. Trailing 7-0. Chiefs are blitzing again. They come on big time pressure. Carlos Dunlap comes in for the sack. That is sack number 100 for the 13-year veteran. Only one of 8 active NFL players with 100 sacks.
Congratulations, dog. Appreciate it. Congratulations.
10:03 to go, first half. Mahomes steps up into the pocket, fires for the end zone, wide open, touchdown, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Jaguars lose MVS and Pay.
Yeah, VVS.
Second down, 11 at the 32 of Kansas City. Trevor Lawrence takes the shotgun snap. Pocket collapses, trying to get away. He will not. He is sacked as Colin Saunders gets the sack. Play action fake. Now they dump it right side. They're going to JaMychal Hasty, and he's going nowheresville. It's a loss of 1 on the play. Carlos Dunlap.
Yeah, big 3 technique in there. Big 3 technique.
14-0. First and 10 at the Jacksonville 13-yard line. McKinnon halfback left, sprints to the near flat. Mahomes will fire for the end zone. Caught. Near side touchdown. Kansas City. Noah Gray.
Let's go, D. Stay loose. Let's finish this game.
16th play of the Jaguar drive. Lawrence takes the snap. This time, pocket breaks down. Chris Jones has him, and this bear hugs him to the ground at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, really? Yeah.
Chiefs are spread. 3 wide left and a triangle. 2 to the right. Now Mahomes fires. Kelsey. Quick touchdown. Kansas City.
That boy good. And TK we trust.
Pacheco stays in at running back. They'll give it to him again on the right side. He likes that side today. He's across the 30, and Pacheco.
Pop! Yeah, pop! Woo! Woo! That boy feet don't stop. We just said that, boy.
And the Chiefs can go to the kneel down.
Congrats on 100, OG.
I appreciate it. Oh, there you go. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Getting over that 100 mark is a huge thing. I felt like a big weight lifted off of me. It was very cool to celebrate with my teammates and to share it with Chris Jones. He gonna get his 100. Yeah, baby Gator over there. See, that's the big energy.
The Chiefs win at 27-17 over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Chiefs are 7-2 on the season. Welcome back to the show. The Chiefs rookie class has been very impactful in the 7-2 start for the Chiefs, but one of the biggest rookies has been Isaiah Pacheco. Last week against the Jaguars, he went to another level, and he's with us this week under the helmet.
Every single time that they have given Isaiah Pacheco an extended opportunity to produce, he has done just that.
High spinning kick. It will be taken by Pacheco. Wants a right return. He's at the 20, hits it 25, hits it across the 30, and stumbles down at the 41-yard line at 4 seconds to go in the half.
You know, just coming to the building every day with the same mindset of getting the job done. And the job is whatever the coach wants you to do. And for me, whatever coach wants me to do, or whatever position it is, I'm going to go out there and execute it 100%. You know, I'm a competitor, so what makes me love the game is competing, going out there, pushing one another in practice and executing play hard for the running back room, compete against one another. I feel like we're all twins. We all get along, same mentality, same mindset. When it's time to work, it's time to work. When it's time to play, we have fun. But most importantly, it's a brotherhood in there.
Pacheco has turned into a weapon here in the fact that with his pad level and the way he attacks the hole, he's not waiting around depending on the run that's called and the situation that's needed.
For me, I don't need pep talks or anything to get me going. I just look back at my past and my history, what I've been through, and leave it all out there on the field. Is the only place you're allowed to hit somebody as hard as you can without getting in trouble. I try to take advantage of those times that I can when I get the opportunity to.
Pacheco, the running back, he'll get it, goes to the right side, cuts inside the right guard, touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, save that football, brother, and put it on your mantle.
That moment right there was something special to me. Not knowing what celebration I was going to use, but I just really wanted to look to my brothers that helped me get in the end zone, left and my right, to the O-line. And for me, just getting in there, it felt like home and couldn't be nowhere better, and I felt wanted more than needed.
For November, we had several Chiefs front office executives and 4 of our great partners from GHA all departed the Chiefs training facility to spend an executive development experience out at Fort Riley. Part of the idea behind the trip was to connect Chiefs executives and GHA executives with the military affiliated community.
Now we'll talk a little bit about our brigade and what we're going to show you here today.
One of the objectives that we had out at Fort Riley was, first of all, to understand what the day in the life is like for a soldier at 1st Infantry Division, and also learn how we can better support the military personnel and the Army civilians that are assigned there.
This is specifically for medical operations, right? And so, for example, you have the hoist right here. So this right here, one of the medics we can send down on a hoist to recover somebody from the ground. If we need to, we can bring up a litter by using the hoist. Or one of these young men sit up here from the helicopter with a pendant and brings the hoist up.
The day started off with a visit to the Aviation Brigade hangar, where our personnel got a chance to look at a number of Army rotary wing aircraft.
We have 2 aircraft that this battalion caters to as far as Blackhawks are concerned. We have a Lima model and a Mike model. One is a UH, which is a utility helicopter 60, that's the airframe, and then we have an HH, which is a hospital helicopter 60 as well.
Anytime the soldiers have an opportunity to talk about where they're from and what they do, it's always a big win, because they train so hard and every day they get up early, they stay up late, they train in the rain, the snow, the sleet, and they are extremely proud of what they do. They are proud of their service to the nation, and I think that gave everyone a great appreciation of who they are, why they serve, and why they continue to serve.
It is truly a team-run organization, and it has to be. This is, although you see these buildings, it's a 300-acre horse ranch.
This is just the beginning. I mean, we're very fortunate that we're part of a franchise that values its deep connection to the military and is motivated to strengthen those relationships and create new ones.
This group came through at the very last minute for us in the Buffalo Bills game and gave us one of the most incredible flyovers we've ever had. And we just really want to appreciate and thank you all for doing that. And we have some certificates that are signed by Clark Hunt for each of you as in recognition for your accomplishment and what you all did for us.
There's an expression that says, you got to walk a mile in somebody else's shoes to really appreciate where they're coming from. Well, in this case, we got a chance to walk a mile in the muddy boots of a professional soldier and really get into the mindset and the day-to-day life of what it means to be the nation's fighting force and the cost that it takes and the sacrifices that are made, and just being out there in the elements, sharing that hardship and that experience with the soldiers gave our team a sneak peek into the life, the livelihood, the camaraderie, the mindset of our soldiers out there, and what a great day that was.
Chiefs Insider is brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. and your Midwest Ford dealers, the official car and truck of the Kansas City Chiefs.
All right, time for one of your favorite moments of the week, Kingdom Conversations. I'm joined now by senior team reporter Matt McMullen. Here come the Chiefs headed to the Chargers, and what an opportunity. The Chiefs could put a vice grip on the AFC West with this win to have a 3-game lead and a tiebreaker. But let's go into this Charger team. They're mysterious to me when I look at them statistically at this team so far. I'm just trying to get a rhyme and reason to them.
The Chiefs throw the football a lot. Somehow the Chargers throw the football even more than the Chiefs, but they're not getting the big plays like the Chiefs are this season. And Austin Eckler, he's been the one guy that's been healthy for them most of the year. And yeah, he has 81 targets this season. That's a ton. He's a running back. He easily has the most targets of any running back in the NFL. And for some context, Travis Kelce has 84 targets this year. So it shows that for Justin Herbert, he's going to Austin Eckler over and over again. And Herbert, as good as he is, for whatever reason, this has just not been what we expected out of him this year. And particularly since week 5, he's averaging 5.45 yards per passing attempt. That's last in the NFL among quarterbacks with at least 100 passing attempts.
It's really strange because Herbert is second in the league in passing attempts. He is second in the league in completions, and yet 31st or 32nd, depending on what category you look at, and basically average yards per pass play. Very strange. The defensive side of the ball, they too have had their injuries on that side. Bosa's been out a lot, but they still have Khalil Mack, 7 sacks, one of the leaders there. And they have impact players at all 3 levels of their defense. Derwin James Jr. is thought to be, if not the top safety in the league, at least top 5. But they're getting gashed in the run game. Only 2 teams have given up more average yards per game on the ground than the Chargers. It just doesn't add up.
It's really strange, and they have a lot of great players on defense, and even in the offseason, it was all about how Brendan Staley was getting his guys in there defensively to stop the things that hurt them last year on defense, because they got gashed in the running game last year as well. So they bring in players like defensive tackle Sebastian Joseph Day, guys that have been really good against the run in the past, and for whatever reason, the numbers show it just has not worked this year for them. They're allowing the 3rd most rushing yards per game in the NFL at 147. They've allowed 4 rushes this year of 50 or more yards, most in the NFL. And overall, as a defense, this is the number 29 scoring defense in the NFL, allowing more than 25 points per game. Only the Cardinals, Browns, and Lions have been worse. It's really just a conundrum when you're studying these guys because they have so many great players at so many positions. And yeah, a lot of them have been hurt, but still, a lot have been healthy. And for whatever reason, the defense this year has not been nearly what we expected out of this group.
As we close out this edition of Kingdom Conversations, let's look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs, 41 20-plus yard completions. That's impressive, number 1 in the league. But when you look to 10 different guys, that is very, very amazing when you look at so many guys can get involved in big plays.
And 10 different players on this offense have scored a touchdown this year. That's the most in the NFL. The record is 13, and the Chiefs have 8 games to go. So I think there's a good chance the Chiefs could break that record this year. And this is what we were talking about all offseason, right? It's going to be a varied and dynamic approach. Any player can make a play on any given snap. And we've seen that so far this season. We're going to continue to see it. How about Kadarius Toney? Comes in last week, only played 2 games for the Chiefs, but last week against Jacksonville, he has 90 scrimmage yards and a touchdown. It looks like he's been here all along, right? We're going to keep seeing this offense grow as the season progresses. And this Chiefs team, as we've seen in recent years, has a killer instinct about them that this time of year is when they play their best football. They are 30-4 since 2018 in the months of November and December, and Patrick Mahomes has won 24 consecutive games in November and December. This is when they play their best football, and as a unit, this offense is only going to continue getting better.
And the opportunity is there now for the Chiefs even earlier than people thought. The Bills had a 99.1% chance of winning last week after they held the Vikings on 4th and short, and they lost. The Chiefs have the best record in the AFC, and they can absolutely clamp down on the AFC West if they can win this week against the Chargers. Thanks for joining us on this week's show. Again, the Chiefs could make a big push for a 7th consecutive AFC West title if they can win on the road on Sunday Night Football against the Chargers. Next week, a Thanksgiving Sunday game as the Rams will visit GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for the first time in 8 seasons. Yeah, we'll get you ready for the defending Super Bowl champions against the Chiefs right here on Hy-Vee Chiefs Insider.